I think intuitively he has really good wall usage.
Yeah, and they're handing the raise over to Zek.
Melody,
right? So
thank
they're
you so
saying,
much,
look,
dude.
You've been fragging out more recently.
Gifting over
You
a
seem
sub,
to have
appreciate
the
it.
aggression pumping through your veins. We're going to give you that
Glora
opportunity
Rem?
to keep
Dude,
the
how do I
foot
say
on
that
the
name?
gas pedal
Glora
there.
Rem.
All
Why
right,
does
now
that
the
sound so weird?
compositions are
Thank you so
locked
much
in.
though
Does this
for the
change way you're
gifted.
thinking
Melody,
at all
appreciate
about
it.
the prep that the players or the teams have done, considering this matchup?
I feel like
Okay,
both these
so,
teams have cooked up something that I had
Do
no
we
idea
have the
about.
standard
Like,
from
I
Lev
am
here in
so
terms of double
confused, but I
duelist?
think it
Let's see
also
how they want to
makes sense. I
approach
think
it.
putting
Again,
Tents
two
in a
main game
comfort
plans
zone,
that
a
people
comfort
use
place
for
of
double
Sage,
duelist.
I mean,
They
having,
either
like,
hit
a
sites
limited
early
amount
on
of job, you
and they
don't have
test
to
to
go
see
get
if,
those first kills. You
in
don't
this
have
case,
to go make
Sentinels
space
can
for
hold
your
the
team. You're just
sites.
kinda holding it
Or
down. So,
they'll
I
do
mean,
that
I
late
think
game
it could
and actually for the
possibly
beginning
work.
first rounds they'll try and make sure that they're holding middle earlier. So we'll keep an eye on that when they go onto the defense in terms of Sentinels and Lev on the
In
attack.
just a moment, because we've got a clout match ahead of us. Let's send it over to our clouded, mustachioed friends in Bread and Sideshow for the call.
Thank you very much, Dash. Yeah, clouted mustachio duos and friends, honestly, as well. I'm surprised to see Tarek is not up here as well. I mean, you're talking clouted individuals.
Hey, Bren's back.
Yeah, we don't have too much of the either, but yeah.
I actually heard that Tarek was going to shave his mustache if Sentinels lost this game. So, yeah, just heard it through the grapevine. You know, you hear things behind the scenes when you're hanging around here. I think this is a very interesting map pool. I know that the desk has spent a lot of time talking about it, but Leviathan haven't played Split since July.
Lieberman, I always
last
read your
year.
messages.
This is not like
Don't be
Icebox
like
where
that.
we've recently seen them lose.
Pancada
It's
back on
just not a
smokes,
map
yeah.
that they've showcased or had to showcase
At least for
a
this
long
map.
time.
We'll see.
And Sentinels, the Org, are on an
Okay, here we
11
go.
map loss streak on Split. Only three
We got
of which are
Lev
from
on
this
defense,
roster,
Sentinels
and
on
that did
attack.
include an OT lost to 100 Thieves fairly recently. So, anybody's game. We saw Sentinels go for trying to pick their opponent's weakness into NRG. They tried that Lotus. It did not work. They got absolutely rocked.
They're old and smoked. It's a trepidatious beginning for this split map here between Leviathan
This
and
is nice.
Sentinels.
Yeah, this is very nice. What's the reaction for this? Are they going to try to take some control over towards middle? Yes, they do. So map control for map control.
My goodness.
Nice shot. Map
Gets
control
out
for
of
map
his life
control.
and
We're going to
had
see a
kill with
weird
Taco Lear going
duel
down. Could
here.
open things up, but did he expect
Uh-oh. Def, you have
to
the
be
spike, my
here?
friend,
The
but it's
answer is
okay.
yes. They know the position's compromised. What a beautiful beginning.
It's a risky reclear from Def. He was alone with the spike, but he gets a great angle there and takes down Nozra.
Trailblazers caught.
That's another player just completely
Wait,
isolated.
damn, that's an important kill. There's a really huge kill from Zek in there. There was a chance that King could have cleaned up a little bit. So I thought they were going to heavy focus this guy. Right, nice pistol from Sentinels. There's a lot of important duels won though. This one-on-one, this one-on-one.
You know, 3 out of 11 in Americas at the moment. So it hasn't been great for them, but that is a beautiful start. And it really doesn't come too much off a set game plan from Sentinels. It's more about dismantling that aggression from Leviathan. And I think that that could be an absolute key here for when they're on
Okay,
the
in
attack
terms of
side
how they're
or the
approaching
defense
this
side.
one, we got
Tackle and
2
Nozra are
rifles,
probably
we've
gonna
got
be
2
playing
pistols though.
very aggressively
We have
finding
3
ways of
shorties.
isolating them and then picking them off
2 shorties.
would be
3
instrumental
shorties,
to
okay, he was
Sentinel's
just
success,
dropping it at the
you gotta
beginning, so he had the
imagine.
classic there.
A great game plan. a
Motion
great
Cookie,
beginning
thank
as
you so
well.
much, dude. Appreciate it.
Obviously
10 months.
Sentinels
Thank you, mate.
got to be coming into this first map of Split with a win under their belt if they're going to be facing off against Leviathan on
Thanks
that
so much for
ascent
that,
the
mate.
second map, but early days yet. Trailblazer making sure to clear through. There's nobody to follow that one up because the rest of Sentinels are grouped up in B main.
Alright.
And Leviathan have gone
So in
for
terms of
three-player
this, got
stack
2
up
people that
towards
can
A.
die,
The
and they're going to
shorties
have a
gonna be
very
King,
good
Nozra, and
bonus.
Taco.
In
But I
theory.
don't think Sentinels
We'll
look
see.
like they're at any risk of running into this.
Not at all.
But
Nobody to meet them.
I mean, look at the way that Zekken gets into the site there, a double blast pack kind of play. You could imagine a world where, once we get into the gun rounds, Mazzino is going to have a pull close to that choke, and it's going to become a bit more difficult for Sentinels to burst out with Zekken as that star duelist player.
See, I think
We saw Zekken playing a lot of the
I kind of want to
hard
see how much
initiator
they
stuff last week. I
want to
was
try and
wondering
hit
whether
over
that was
towards.
just what they wanted him to play
Want to
from
hit
now
over
on.
towards B if it's literally
But it
just
seems like they still want to keep that
Astra
duelist role
holding,
flexible between
which
Tens and
is
Zekken.
honestly
And I've got to
always the
agree with
weakness
Sean,
when it
I
comes
really
to
like the way that
these
Tens
comps.
played Sage last time we saw him on it. I think it was their game against Fnatic.
Right, looking like they're not
Yeah,
going
it
to
was
give them
essentially a lot
anything.
of criticism
Zekken goes hunting.
in that
They gave him
matchup.
a
I think a lot
pistol,
of people
so we've got
expecting,
2
you know,
pistols,
Tens to be
2
that
people
big
that can
heavy
go
hitter.
hunting.
But at the same time, I thought he played well.
He did play well.
And that's nice.
Kill collected. You can see Leviathan just trying to do the percentage play. You want to go down to the spike.
Right, very, very nice. So, should see some upgrades.
The Sentinel's very good round heading
Chat,
into
I'm
that
on,
against
don't
the
do it.
eco of Lev.
I'm on
Not
timeout
losing
the
any
first
players.
person that does the question marks. Jolly,
At the same time, smart
Jolly.
decision
I
from
liked you as well.
Because Sentinels are denied any access to their ultimates early on here, so no potential for some kind of ult snowball heading into the bonus round.
Yeah.
A fast person who does it
Oh,
always
wow.
gets the 10
Sentinels
minutes
first round
timeout.
versus
That's the new Finn.
Since that
You're slowly gonna be
incredible
fearing
Sentinels
being the
crew
fast
game
person.
that launched crew onto the map. And I think this arena is cursed because as soon as the North American teams have stepped foot into this
One day I
fated
might
LCS
accidentally
arena,
click ban
they've
as well,
lost
you never
every
know.
match again.
Yeah, been
Right.
way down to the bottom of the stack.
We go into this one, 4 rifles, so it's
See if they can turn it around though.
it's a
Yeah,
pretty
good
nice,
opportunity to do so here on map 1.
And this is the bonus round, so
pretty nice bonus.
Sentinels would love to convert this one. Again, early days slowing it down at the beginning of this round. See if they can bait out any of that aggression, but now starting to make their moves. Walking forwards, waiting for the Viper orbs to go
Yeah,
down.
Leather
It's
just
replaced
doing
with an Astra Star soon enough.
Mid is
Lord
very
of
difficult
Utah
to
for
get
middle.
through, especially if the
Dog is
Vikings
just cleared
decide
over
to commit
towards
the
A.
ball to this area. I mean, look at how much utility they have. to get
Yeah, I
through
mean,
the ball,
these two are
then
doing
a
great
smoke,
though.
And then,
Okay,
you know,
that's nice
the
play.
nade comes through as well. Only now, 40 seconds
So
later in the
yeah,
round,
they at
give up mid
least
control.
stopped
Baited
everything
out a
for
ton of
40
that utility.
seconds.
There was a pull there at
Spike
the top of
still
the
needs to get
steps, but
collected.
nobody gonna be
Looking
wading
like
into
we're going to
this one,
start to
and
group
now
up towards middle, so B's looking
50
likely.
seconds
Again, I think this is a good
going
approach from
down in the
Sentinels.
round.
When people are playing this
This is
Astra
exactly
comp,
the
B
pace
is
that
just,
Leviathan
it's
wants
just
Sentinels
weak,
to
it
be
just
playing.
is. Especially when they're using a lot of
Get
stars
forced
over
down
towards
those
middle. Just means that
minute details. Any sort of
just means
mistakes.
that they got less for
Could be
a hit
happening.
over towards B main.
Opening needs to be
Damn, that's a
found.
nice start.
Zekken is the one
It's
to
a
claim
nice
it.
start. Astra is now solo over towards the site. They have the
Propped
wall
up,
to
nade
get in
into the
here.
corner. A lot
Good
of
luck.
pressure being applied. Now Mazzino's got to get value. Finds it.
Mazzino's done great. If he gets one more, he's a hero.
King. Lovely job. Still Pancada.
What the hell is that though?
Spike's got to go down.
Oh,
now.
Prius
It's
needs
all
to give me a
on Taco.
replay, chat. He has
Maybe
to
the
give me a
hero for
replay
him.
here.
Does he just want to save the rifle in a 1v3? Decisions to be made, and it looks like he's making the percentage one once more. Just backing away. He needs to keep
That's
that gun into the
crazy.
next
That was
round.
like the first 2
What
bullets.
a bonus win for Sentinels there.
Yeah, that was really good.
Pancada with a completely precise wallbang headshot spray onto Mazzino in the back of the site. And then he swings around and deletes another player that's, I think, over towards Rafters. I mean, that is a beautiful 2-piece. And something we haven't discussed too much yet. Pancada back onto smokes. He's been playing a lot of the hard sentinel role. You know, we've seen him on
That's
Killjoy
true,
and stuff
Zelf.
in the
That
most
is
recent
true.
games, as he and Sassy have been forced to, you know, bend their roles quite a lot to help Def get in a more comfortable spot for his calling. But getting him back on smokes here seems like a great idea. I can't say it's necessarily.
People still playing Sentinels on
Smokes,
split?
you know,
No,
role
it's literally
that
just
helped him
because
get that
of
2-piece.
Sky. Sky's a little bit
But
meta,
the
so...
intuition there
Damn,
is
damn,
unreal.
dude,
Wow.
what the hell is that though?
Yeah, it's pure comfort territory. Allows him to really flex what he can do.
Do Leviathan have any cool ideas for these eco rounds? With a double duelist composition, it can
That's
get aggressive, creative
crazy.
sometimes. But their play
That's
on
how
the
they win
pistol
their
got
bonus?
Shut down so hard. Taco's kept this Phantom, and it looks like he would like to post up in this corner, if anything.
Bit of an exchange there. See the flashes coming through. Space. Being vacuumed up, Sentinels. Eager now to try and take a potential fight here. You can see all the Viper walls and smokes in their way. Trailblazer up close. Double satchel into heaven. Zekken. He's got it.
Damn.
Shot.
Kill found.
It does leave the Phantom in a retrievable position.
Still just being picked apart, aren't they? Completely unaware of where these players could be waiting. Lovely trade. Def making sure that Noswell doesn't get away with too much. Left up to Mazzino. Rifle, money to buy. Wants to see what he can do.
And everyone's got enough money here, so
This is a
Mazzino
very
will
nice
probably
start.
have more benefit
Coming
out
out
of trying to take
swinging
guns
on
out
this
of the
one.
hand.
Fight being taken.
It's
Lovely
good damage
reset.
at least.
Just to
Alright,
play
we now get the
momentarily,
second
does
buy
claim
from Lev.
two, but
Let's see what they
shut
got.
down, and that's Sen claiming another
Do
one.
Sentinels...
So
Are they
4-0
just, on
start.
the important
Athena was
rounds, are
talking
they
about
just
how
trying
important
to
it is to be
abuse
able
the
to get
Astra
those
over towards
pistols and
B?
bonus rounds
I see
under
a
your belt,
ping,
especially
ping,
on
and
the
ping.
attack
This
side
is
of
already
split.
feeling like it might be a B.
Now,
We'll see.
Leviathan's composition in general, though, should trend attackers sided, I think.
Very bursty.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that they should.
terms of the money, though, look at this. This is real nice.
Setup should still be very difficult for Sentinels to pass through. And we haven't even
Astra
seen
ult
any
is
of
up.
these
Zekken one away
execs
from
where
Ray's
we've
ult.
seen tens
That's
wall up in the
about it.
past.
Looking like a fight for B main. Oh. was looking like a fight for B main. They fall back and they put
slow beginnings.
still not up off the Taco as well.
Attack side. Trying to force out any sort of utility from the defenders. Pick and choose the best timings. So now you're seeing it again, Trailblazer. That's broken early though. Mazino holding down that heaven position, and King could be a real difference maker in this spot. Has to break that though. That was going to spot him out. Right at his feet, a bit of random spam. Showstopper into the corner, just about dodged. King pushing forwards, but he does survive on 59, and he wants a little bit more.
He's a lunatic.
In the Viper's Orb. Oh my goodness.
But he hasn't quite found the timing here, and Def has dropped back off. Oh, that flash though. That.
But he might have just won them the round. And they push over towards B main.
B main as well.
Yeah.
They should have great indication that this is heading towards A right now, thanks to where King and Taco are positioned. And it might set Nozra up very nicely. He's on an angle where he
We
can
still got a
first
raise
kill
nade.
potentially
No,
and
yeah, we
throw a
do.
nade.
Okay, this actually could be big from NCR. That's
Flash
big
just to
info
push
as
them
well.
back. There's about
Gonna
30
try and get a
seconds
kill,
left.
then pop a nade
Trying
off
not
this
to make
wall.
any noise, but no one's watching the angle.
Lovely.
Now going to be walking straight into the grinder that is Leviathan. And all that mid-round information, Josh, that you were talking about earlier. The flash, Taco pushing out B main.
Very
Lets
nice.
them set it up.
Yes,
Very,
Slam
very
dunk
nice. Good
into the
info
round.
from
There's only
good
12
info
seconds
from
left here
King
for
and
Sassy in a
Taco.
1v4. It's not
This
doable.
push here, this push here.
And it's exactly that, Brian. It's Leviathan taking space in other places. King pushing down. What a
Yeah,
ballsy
this was
play
just
by
very
King.
nice from Lev.
He looked like he was going to get killed by the Showstopper immediately, and somehow manages to wiggle his way around the rocket and push forwards inside his own orb. Those are the kind of plays from Leviathan, the re-clearing on defense, that are going to give them very valuable information and inform those mind games that are going to be happening the entire match between the two.
Really good run for
Lev
Lev in terms of people surviving as well. Four people survive. It's like perfect in terms of what they needed. So
you know, in terms of how the players
yeah, it was a little bit crazy over towards middle, but one round. So
Def, second lowest rated player in Americas. It has not been
also, this is why it's like good to watch other people. Because me personally, or like other players, there's a lot of players who wouldn't do what he
That's
just
what his team
did.
needs from him.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the
So you
fragging.
can. It's
IGL
nice to have
impact
other
when it comes to the
play
calling.
styles and perspectives.
Lev getting one on the board though. Important difference was them getting that mid-round information. We'll see how this one plays out though. Again, so similar is the approach from Sentinels. Always at the beginning of these rounds. He's using that Trailblazer fight taken.
Okay,
Taco.
nice and safe from Taco.
He's going for a repeat.
Oh boy.
Has to use the dodge.
Oh, okay.
What is that
That was
repeat?
nice though. The call of the
It's
smoke
pure
was up as well. In
instinct.
terms of this, they get info that someone's over towards A, but it's been the same person that's been here the whole time. Mizzino gets away with a jump peek.
To try and take mid control. Now the whole of Sentinels has to
Damn, he
pivot.
insta peeks again.
Bit of a jump spot there, Mazzino.
And then has a great reposition with the
Tagged up.
smoke.
Chose to
They're
pop up
pinging
the
that he
smoke
could be
and up
close.
star.
So yeah, he's created a
Goes
lot
for
of
the choke
question marks with
point.
this smoke. It's great from him.
Slide off angle. He's expecting this now.
It's
But
be
the star is
very
not in a
hard
great
for
position to
Sentinels.
stop
We got
second double blast
interesting
packing
though.
through.
They
It's
might
set up
have a
as
small
if
chance here. There's
smoke,
no
not
more
necessarily
mollies.
full.
No more mollies in terms of King.
And it gets used as
30
a
seconds
smoke.
left.
Yeah, slow up to the side is a little bit unusual. Wall to try and cross. High-low setup. Spam onto the angle. Mazzino spray transfer.
Spike down.
It's immaculate.
Damn, dude, handled
And
this
the
so
reset of the
well.
game, this guy is so calm. He's got the full support of his team left up to Sassy,
Okay.
but an instantaneous
Handled this
trade.
very, very well.
Seen
Nicely
those
done from him.
fundamentals really
Love the
pay
smoke,
off
love the
there for
reposition.
Leviathan.
Created all
Really
the
good
question
strike
marks
action
after he
from
had been
Zeno. I
seen. He
thought
played
that
it like
Zekken
literally
was gonna send
perfectly.
that. There was no star there that could have been turned into a pull. I thought Zekken just with a double blast pack would have been able to put a
Okay,
lot more
Chad, did
pressure
3 or
on
4 of them
Mazzino.
survive?
But look at how much they're anticipating tends to be on top of the wall.
4.
Right? Even before this 2K comes through from Mazzino, you actually
just
see
3?
I think
Okay.
it was King spamming
Still
that
though, still
wall,
really good for the
knowing
money.
that
2 in a
Tens was gonna
row,
peek on top of it.
4 survived and
They're
3
aware of
survived.
the
It's
tendencies.
kind of
We saw
perfect.
Tens doing that a lot in the game against Fnatic, where you put the wall up on B main and then he's playing up top at the same time as players are swinging below. And I'm just thinking back to what Sean was saying on the desk.
Timeout,
here.
yeah. I'm
The
wondering
fact
if
that
they
Leviathan have 3 maps where it's very
We'll see. They
obviously
definitely
you
wanted to go
want pick
B
them.
a lot,
You know,
at least at the
their opponents
beginning.
want to pick into them. Means
I think
that,
this is a
like,
nice timeout,
Leviathan
to be
got
honest.
rid of,
Fracture, I believe, right?
We'll
yeah,
see what they
rid of
want to
Fracture.
try and change up.
They get to reduce their prep work.
They
quite a
could
lot.
still
can really
try and go
focus
over
on
towards B,
split and
honestly, if
all
they
ice
wanted
box.
to. and kind of play more contacty once they know that both of the Viper mollies have gone.
Here's the thing. I mean,
Or they might just go simple and just try aim
chopping and
like
changing
Heaven.
the roles, the identity. They've been trying
they
to
have a
find
lot
their
of
footing, I
options.
think, in the Americas so
But
far.
also,
this was a,
in
very
everyone's
interesting-
timeout, the
they
other
did
team
bring
can
out a
talk as well,
lock-in
so Lev
versus
can change
Fnatic,
up there.
but,
So you might see Viper
yeah,
go
they've-
over
they've changed
towards
this comp a
A
little
at the
bit.
moment. We'll see.
I mean, even
So
when
they
they're
can
playing
also
against
change
top
up there.
teams, sure, the players are in different spots, but
Their
the whole
setup.
kind of theme of the comp is still very similar.
Sure.
Taco with an op. Now, most of the time in mid, he hasn't been able to, or he wouldn't have been able to find good angles because they're playing this heavy smoke setup. So you'd expect Taco to be AWPing on B main or A main here. And it's much easier for him to find an early pick B main because he doesn't have the attacking Viper utility in his face.
No smokes in his face.
So I
Dissuade him.
think a quick look at the economy here, and Sentinels might be able to
Oh my goodness.
understand what's going on.
Try to imagine the world where the pre-fire
We
was
can
just
see through
perfect.
the walls. We can see the kind of diamonds they're taking, but it is just intuition for these pro players.
Okay, more pressure over towards
Dev's
Heaven
just
with
trying
the
to
start.
avoid the Trailblazer getting broken.
So that's
here.
good. That pulls the Viper off.
A bit of space there up into
And
A ramp, but
we
the
now
rest
have a
of the team,
question
look
mark,
at
at
that,
least in
grouped
this
up towards mid. There
corner.
was no real
And
intention
over
behind
towards
it,
here as well.
just to
So
try and
all the way near ramp.
trick Leviathan into thinking they were taking that space towards A. You can see them
I like
re-clearing
this
that with
change
their
up
own
from
Trailblazer now, and
Lev as
timing
well.
potentially to
Just
be
making sure
taken,
that
but
Astra's not solo over
Senna
towards
slowed
B
it
and we're
down
punishing earlier. They
once
did try and
more.
do this
I
a
think
bit
King's
earlier
got
though.
a good
So
read here. There was a Trailblazer going down mid, and he looked like he was going to rotate off to B. B is looking very weak currently, so much on Mazzino.
yeah, up to him to try and stop
Dude,
this
Fast
one.
Fastman does the
Taco
question
in
marks,
B
that's what you
main
get.
angle. Watch for slight flick, slight adjustment. Okay, two players watching. And
Oh.
what is that? Second
what is that?
readjusts as well. Snaps to Mazzino. The Cosmic Divide stopping anyone from Leviathan from being able to take this one. Spike now down. Set up to that post-plant scenario. The wall
It's a
is
massive
quite
duel as well.
unusual.
With that,
Sends with the res online, bringing that up one
yeah,
up.
with that, they're gonna
Massive
go
player
save.
advantage, and it causes
Nice res for money. I
Leviathan
think
once
it's
more to
definitely worth
reassess the
considering their
situation,
money.
Backing away. This is Sen up to an absolutely momentous lead. Look at them hunting for the guns as well. I think at this point, though, you want to be keeping your own economy in check. They've got enough money to buy.
Yeah, they did the
so
res
the
to get the
Sentinels though too,
get
right?
the economy
Assassin's
good,
gonna
so
be able to,
not
drop
gonna be
teammate.
chasing for this one.
Pancada's feeling good for the
Everyone
next
wants
round
to
too, so.
start building it up.
At some point here, both teams are just happy, content. So
I mean,
really
nice
for
round
the
from
other
Sentinels
team.
in the end. That shot from Zekken
Hunted them out, but
was
5
it?
on the board now. Here for Sentinels. Fantastic beginning. Attack side split.
But at the same time, that's actually, weirdly enough, Sentinel's first rifle v rifle round of the game. You know, they've managed to get up to 5.
I've
so
always
far.
gone
I mean,
with like
pistol,
reses.
follow
If
up
your
Panteiko,
money's low is fine,
bonus round,
basically.
follow up Panteiko. I mean,
If you have a
know,
gun that
maybe
they
I'm
can
splitting
pick up,
hairs there about the bonus round not
economies,
quite being a true
just
rifle round, but
everything.
Sentinels have been struggling in that department in Americas. They're at the absolute lowest point out of all of the teams. So it's good to see them get off to a good start.
Op might be good
Here,
for
though,
one here.
Taco looking for a peek over towards A main, immediately repulsed.
Nice. Okay.
Great
Well,
usage there of the utility. You can see the
they
snake
knew the
bite
op
and the
was
flash.
in play and they insta
aggressive
molly,
angles to be
flash, and
taken.
then
And
wall up. So
Sentinels
that
are
even
so
creates the
aware of
question
this
mark over
early
towards here. So that's pretty
operator.
cool from them.
You saw the way that Pancada was dealing
They
with
don't
it
know
over
about
on
it, but
B main,
it's-
spamming, seeing if he could
it was
catch
great.
a wallbang headshot onto Taco, and then this time, early round utility being used over towards A just to get a decent idea. Does Taco take a timing through this smoke? The flash makes it feel like he's not there. The Trailblazer might have given it away.
Okay, they find out where the op is. What's the instant
The
reaction?
Trailblazer by his side, but couldn't quite get.
This can make the
value of
decision
it.
a little bit easier.
Sen were not eager to push or pull into any
Still
other
has
spaces
another
after
molly.
finding that out.
Another molly for
They have
middle.
picked
This
up in
smoke's
mid
gonna
now,
go
just
soon
waiting
and he's
for
gonna have full.
presumably these smokes
This
to
is a
drop down.
nightmare
There's
for
a
them to
nade,
get
there's a
through middle.
flash. What else going to be accompanying it? Well, Noswa none the wiser. Maybe even a slow orb accompanying that. I'm not too sure, but either way, kill
What?
claimed, kill found.
He got completely trapped in mail there. And I think at this point, Dev's
Damn,
getting a
King's
great
so
read.
crazy when this happens. This is just his reaction again. Loses someone in mid and he goes pushing down. Damn, he gets rewarded again.
How does he not win that?
I mean, King just sometimes pulls these moments out, doesn't he?
And now the pace has to be injected. But it's Leviathan are ready for a second. What? A little bit of whiffage there. It's actually not quite fine.
That's crazy.
Still gets one. Still gets the one though. But the angle's watched and time's running low. Taco. Scotty operator. His team swarming the surrounding areas.
Keep an eye on the
It's up to
time.
heroics at
I mean,
this
it's
point.
done.
And Bakada, last player standing. Not for much
Holy
longer.
hell.
3 rounds now for Lev.
Madness. Absolute madness. Mate, King over towards middle, this reaction
King
is...
probably should have been caught out, dead to rights
Yeah,
by
I
Zazi.
agree.
Didn't quite manage that, and then it looked like Zekken had messed his
So
movement
yeah,
up,
they just have
and
a
yet
set
he's still got
reaction.
one
This
too.
person goes down and he
A
just
bit
gets
of
into this
chaos there
area
in the
because it
round.
looks like once they get the kill, they make an
I think
instant
that's the
decision of
danger
where
as
they
well,
want to
Josh,
go.
when you let these
Kind of just
rounds
fighting mid to get the
down to
kill.
the final moments. You're playing a very slow attack side default from Sen. It's been working out. You know, they've been finding a lot of openings, but they just weren't given a lot of time there to adjust.
Big
They had
changer
to
from
go
Sentinels, a
fast,
lot faster on this
and
one.
wasn't enough util being bled out of Leviathan with a defensive setup.
5 people here,
Okay.
trying to get over towards heaven. Oh,
Timing, potentially
The
finding
nade's
something
deadly.
there. Dog
Need
up
to get out
close.
of
This
dog.
time there's a player behind it. Zekken actually taking the space. Immediately giving it
this
up
is
again.
very
Seems
nice
like
from Lev as well.
Sentinels
Just early info to mid.
a little bit uncertain of how they wanted to play this one.
They can stack
Flash
3
through the
people
walls,
here.
though.
I
Sentinels
just
should
think
have a
the
really
A-ramp
rough
position
time.
is such a good early round kind of piece of map control to take if you're Sentinels.
The
And
only
you can
good
go
thing
back
for
and
them
replay
right
it
now
if
is
you
they
like, or you
didn't,
can try and pivot
like
through
King
roads.
didn't pick up
I mean,
his smoke
what
in
would Taco
middle.
do here? If they did decide to go
Which
vet
is honestly
to
the right
mid,
thing to do, but
he's in a bit
so
of
that
a
he can
weird
fall
spot.
back at least if he wants to, but just in this situation.
Quite interesting. We'll see if he can get his way out of there. Spraying him. Sentinels trying to lock down that A-ramp position.
I have the spike.
They've met their match though. So many of them falling. Left in that 2v5, Sassy and Pancada. Frees up the communication. Start talking in a mother tongue. Maybe they can get something going, but looks just impossible.
Yeah, in a 2v5. I mean, Sassy and Pancada are great, but I don't see how they're going to manage this.
30 seconds left.
It's not like the economy's in a bad spot either, but
They might just be saving just because
I just think
Zekken
you wanna
can't
hold on
buy.
to this.
Oh yeah.
And I think overall, when you look at how Sentinels are playing, I think they've put a lot of prep into their early round game plan. They're clearly aware of where Taco wants to be, and they're stopping Taco from getting that space.
10 seconds
But
left.
then once things get into about a minute on the clock, Leviathan start to make something happen.
GG go
Whether
next?
that's,
Man,
King
you're
walks
crazy.
down
It's
mid,
fully
or they
on.
decide to refight them on ramps.
It's fully
And
on
there's
right now.
something there that Sentinels have to deal with and adapt to, and a lot of the time it's not quite going their way.
Now, a lot of the time, when it gets down to those mid-round positions, they're not even holding players in those positions to even be aware that it's Leviathan who are taking space,
Die.
holding close-up aggressive angles. Look at how good the trading is there.
Yeah, what a
Just making
lovely,
sure they were covering.
what a lovely way of re-clearing too. Shy takes his Trailblazer out through A main and back up ramp.
Yeah.
So the Trailblazer's coming around behind as those two players in A heaven fight. A great idea. Taco's going to be open B main again. Pancada has been controlling it so far. They're not using the slow orb here off the rip, and he's not really going for too many wall bangs. Maybe at some point Taco will push forward and get punished.
Yeah, maybe just recognizing that it is a little bit too predictable.
Tell you what though, this Leviathan defensive setup has not shifted very much. Almost all of these rounds have been one player male, one player vents, one B main and 2A. And I think at some point here, Sentinels must have an idea that if they play aggressive,
The
double
best
blast
clutch ever.
run a trap play on a male player.
Not sure what the
this kind
best
of thing,
clutch
a
ever,
pull
but at
and
least
a
the clutch that
Trailblazer.
stick
They
out,
can get
like
heaven
sticks
control
out the most
pretty
for me is
easily.
the
Got it
hardest one
now.
on Ascent, just because of how
Close
crazy
down
that game was
position.
as well.
That's the
Like that's
Sentinels,
still the
they
one
don't
that
really
is
wanna
just
go
stuck in
fast
my
off of
memory.
this.
It
In
was
fact, they're just
mental.
making sure that they set up Zekken
I'm not sure it's
in his
actually like
forward
the
position.
And
best
look what that's
clutch
done
that
to
I've
Taco's
seen, but
dash. He thought
in the
Sentinels
moment
were
and the
moving
actual game
forwards.
and how the game was building up, it was
And he
crazy
doesn't
at the
really have a
time.
good idea when Pancada is anymore.
Yeah, Pancada, he could potentially be favored if he takes a close peek, but Shy re-clearing.
It's good
Now they
information,
know.
really good
Okay, he's on the
info.
left side, backing away.
Huge kill,
Wow.
30
The
seconds.
re-peek.
And they get full
Immaculate
B
with
main
the
control.
timing.
Oh man, they're so on it. Okay,
And
this
time
is nice
Sentinels
mid rounding though.
choosing to go in a
There's
slightly
2
different
people here.
direction.
It's worrying
NZR has his
Nelson's
ult and a
showstopper to
nade,
shut this
so
down
he
with
should
only
be,
25
yeah.
seconds left.
And then he
Kyle
can
has
delay with
full
his ult
utility,
and just
full
wait for time.
ultimate.
Time might be the biggest enemy. He needs to be some sort of
massive
coverage.
kill, it's
Tens is
doable.
good for it.
Pop Razor.
Finds the first kill, but now that showstopper, it's going to be a thorn in their sides. You just can't quite play onto the side. Time's running so damn low, Sentinels. You need to make the moves you need to get onto the side. And they are just finding it so damn difficult.
Nicely done. Tell you
No more
what,
time to
Tens hit
plan.
some impressive shots there to make this one doable. But big shout out to NZR, did everything great. Shy also.
It's Leviathan bringing it to 5.
Had a
to
good
5,
understanding of the
evened up in
situation, what
terms of the
everyone
score.
needed to do here.
Sorry.
Now, whatever way you slice this, it's probably still going to be a very good attacking half from Sentinels, but it was all gained off the back of the pistol in the bonus round.
They're
and
playing
those
so
follow-up
slow.
ecos.
Yeah, they're
In
definitely
terms
trying
of the
to
guns, they just
make
haven't
sure a
really
lot of
been
this
able to
util
win
is used
rifle
up.
v rifle.
Looks like they never.
And yet,
Looks like
what
they
an
only ever want to
opportunity
hit
they
places
had at the
once they've
beginning of this
counted the
round
amount
to
of
instantly go
Viper
be
mollies
heaven
that have
to
been
sight.
used.
That's why Taco had prepped his dash.
They're
and
very,
initially, that
like,
seems like
a
nice
lot
little
of
pump
heavy
fake.
priority
Take
over
some
towards
heavy
mid as well.
control, wait for a
So it kind of
second,
makes
and
sense
then
when
go
they
to
only
B.
got one
But
Jules.
maybe a bit of overthinking there.
Oh boy.
But now we see it. Pace injected into it. Showstopper over the top.
I'm telling you, King's instant decision making is mad. Wait, what?
I mean, just walking into that one.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. I was all ready to praise
Wait,
him,
what?
but-
And this could be a
No,
bit of
and I
chaos.
just set him up.
Sen approaching it.
And I just
So
said
far,
that.
advantage
Come
now,
on,
but they
dude.
haven't been too
That's
eager to jump
outrageous.
straight into the midst
That's-
of these
that's the
defensive
fastest cast we've had so
setups.
far.
Ironic gun, second. Weapon not too good. How does he get that? Kill found, instant trade. No sweat.
Honestly, though, that's
Pushes
my bad. I'll
forwards.
take the hit for that.
But they found a site, and that's going to be the Viper's Pit laid down along with the plant.
Very difficult retake here. These are
What
sometimes
the
the
hell is that?
Tumble save, but it doesn't make any sense at round 11.
Mate, he did me
A little bit all
dirty.
over the place. Massino looking forwards. Steph's been caught, not playing within the pit. It's going to be the
Astro.
casualty in the middle of all of this.
Just
Jumping
this.
down, tens. With Noswell being found, there was no trade in sight. Taco aimed for the shot, but this is an
Got a shorty.
almost impossible retake. And look at this, Massino. Just scurrying around that Viper's Pit, looking for anything at all. In and out, a bit of spam maybe with the Phantom, but he just can't connect onto any targets. There's Sassy. Pit's down.
Enemy remaining.
There was time, but Tens contains, and
Oh.
up to Taco.
No charges left.
Dash to
Tens
disengage,
going
he's
for
going to
him.
be met. Tens wants to hunt for this one.
Okay, nice rounds. Nice rounds.
Big round for Sentinels to get. Pushes them up to 6 in this half.
We cannot keep
I kind of want to see a replay.
Great
Kind of want to see a replay to see what he does.
Leviathan, they've had some answers, but I think at the very least they'll be looking to claim this final one and draw this level into the next half.
Oh my god, yes.
How exactly did...
Oh, he missed up the movement.
Yeah, he did. He just gets
Chat, that's
caught
not
towards
decision
the
making.
end.
Doesn't count.
It's a
Delete
nice
the clip
name
if you
placement,
clipped
though,
it.
because it clears
Doesn't
out the
count.
box,
It
and
doesn't
also
matter.
makes
It
really
doesn't count.
uncomfortable for you to try and get around the corner, but he really shouldn't have died to that.
That's not decision making. That's mechanics.
Big mistake.
King and Mazzino have had these ults for a long time.
I was wondering if we were going to see it being used maybe into mid, but just with the Viper's Pit, lay it down, make it a bit more difficult.
There.
And there it is, it's used for
Uh-oh.
slow up. That's what they were waiting for. Nate pushes forwards to spam.
Hey, chat, you're telling me his decision making isn't good though.
I
It's
don't know how he's
crazy.
escaping in these
When
scenarios. It
every
feels
other player
absolutely ludicrous,
would
but
press like
moving
S and go
forwards,
back,
guess what?
he
Waiting
presses
in the mid.
W. He's mental.
150 secondary somehow.
Not gonna expect the
Getting
guy on
that
his
much
left though.
value.
How King is avoiding getting spammed down and
It's
shot by
insane.
Showstopper
Yeah, he's
also.
wild.
His movement and
He's
his
so
understanding
wild.
of where the Sentinels players are going to be expecting him to be is unreal.
They push second into this forward
I mean,
position.
no one. King doesn't. I mean, no one really has
K
to move
damage
there.
kicking in. The rest of
It's
them
gonna be hard for him to
regrouping
get the
up.
choke point though. Still got race nade.
Side by
Yeah, I
side,
mean-
yeah.
Should be Levs around.
At some point here, Zekken's going to try and backstab, right? But that also means that he's not there to entry
30
for them in
seconds
B
left.
main.
It's all about the timing.
And Mazzino's just going to stop them from
What?
getting out. One smoke,
Why?
one pull. Zekken's going to be forced to make a play happen here, and I think just walk straight into King.
And this is so damn difficult. And there it is.
Man, patience
Low
paid
enough.
off.
The shorty does the job, just trying to wade right into it, and none of the util
Wait.
has been cleaned up yet. Dev! A bit of a miracle moment from him. He stepped up. 3 kills in
Oh,
it.
she killed so
Tap with
many.
a spike, needs to reload, doesn't have any bullets, but now time's running low. He's got nothing else to work for him. Seekers pushed back around the corner, 11 health to his name. Could this be it? A bit of a miracle for the IGL.
He would have to ace.
He's got the most to
Yeah,
do.
you said the best
Him versus the
clutch
world
I've
is
ever
what it
seen.
feels like. Doubled up, one drop down. Taco spotted it. Positions there. Crosshair placement's good for one still. Finds it. Flick of the wrist. And it is good util in his hands. Finds it a target, and that's the ace.
That is wild. Wild.
Steps up to the task.
Dev more than doubles his kills there with the ace in the final round. How did these come through? Such incredible shooting to be able to take down Noswell and King, and then wins a 1v2
Enemy remaining.
against Taco, and then a flash around the corner giving him the info and an instant headshot. Sometimes Dev just turns on. And for a player under such scrutiny
Crazy.
for the Sentinels fans, that will give them the boost of momentum they need heading into the next half.
That's what they needed. And 7 rounds on that attack side, a split moving over to a bit more of a favored half. It's going to be good. It's looking good for them, but we'll find out what our desk has to say about this one and setting us up for that second half.
Well, pretty much every analytical thought left my brain when we watched that ace take place to
Whoa,
prevent the first half from going
you
dead
lot
even.
are
Could've been
focusing on
6-6,
should be
and
Lev's
because
round.
Def comes
Man,
out
I
with a
literally
big
said the
one,
best
it's
clutch
now
we've ever
7-5.
seen. Come
But
on.
we've got the Titan of the Telestrator on the desk today,
That was
so
that.
you know we had to put it to
I
use.
covered
So we
both
hand
sides
things
of
over to
this.
Sean Garris
And
here,
you lot are
who's gonna
just
be breaking down an early round
you lot
win
are just
here for
choosing the car.
Sentinels.
Thanks,
It's
Dash. And yeah,
outrageous.
this is the bonus right here from Sentinels. And you can see off the bat, this shows the dedication they put this week to discussing their game plan. We have the Sage over here at B. She's going to slow this
Watching
push.
GE
We have the
Talent
Viper
tomorrow, yeah.
over
I'm
at
actually
A.
pumped for
Just
that
gonna be a
game.
nuisance for this
I'm
Skye.
pumped for
So
that
when we
game. I
play
wanna
the
see-
clip here, you can see
I want to see if
they're
Talon
gonna stall out in mid
to start
because
playing.
Leviathan does such a good job.
What's the
If you
nicest way to
look
say
at
this?
Mid, look at the mid control that Leviathan's going to pull here.
better.
They're going to drop an Astra Smoke. A Viper Orb is going to go off as well. They're going to be mollying that orb. And you can see the stall in mid right now. And it's the job of these players on the extremity over here for Sentinels, the 2 Brazilians. They're just maintaining control while these 3 take the center of the map. So on the center of the map, as the smokes go away, you can see King make a play for the orb. He picks it up, repositions
Exactly
it to
that,
heaven,
Tess.
and that's when Sentinel's hit comes into heaven. You can see the gravel at the top, the flash coming through. So they've gotten full map control, and the heaven
Yeah,
pitch
sometimes-
comes in.
sometimes it needs some
and
time
is
to work it
gorgeous
out.
too, because Zek can create space, gets the opening pick, but there's some things that they do slightly wrong, like their spacing entering the site. And you can see that's where the individual skill comes through for Sentinels in this round. Pancata gets 2 through the smoke. Such good individual presence by him in this round. But the one thing that probably went wrong, in my opinion, for Sentinels is their spacing in this zone coming out of heaven. And you can see slight problems because they're still such a new team. But that bonus gave me faith in the half. And I think Def has brought an insane game plan this week. I love the walls TenZ did. They look like a totally different team.
Well, we're getting a little bit closer to some of those answers to the questions we were asking of Sentinels just at the top of the day. They got a 2-round lead here on the first half of Split. We'll see if they can get it done on the back half as we hand it back over to our casters, Brent and Sideshow.
Straight back into the action here. Yeah, the second half, we'll see. Sentinels did manage to claim that pistol round right at the beginning of this map. Josh, we'll see if they can get a second one.
Yeah, that would be a
Right.
massive beginning for them. I'm also interested.
Let's see
keep
how
an eye
Lev
on
decides to
Zeka.
approach
He's
it.
been absolutely
Again, there's
dominating
kind of 2 main
that
game
first kill
plans.
battle.
People either
5
go
and
for
0
straight up side
on
hits,
first
or
kill
people
to
go
first
for
death.
mid, and then
And that's
later on they
half
go
of his
for the
current
side hits
kills
with
are
double
coming in at the
duelist.
beginning of the round.
It's obviously there's way more you can do, but
Setup. Look at this.
they're the most standard.
Walking, wading right
Uh-oh.
into it. Using the Viper wall as cover.
Pushed into NZR
Hot
with,
flash play, catches onto a
Frenzy.
player. It's Nozwa. He's going to be vacating it though.
And the reaction starting to come through from Leviathan, taking that A pressure. Are they just going to try and contact through? No.
There's no time wasted really, is there? Look at that already. Straight into the sight. A bit of spam with the frenzies.
6 and 0.
That's right into the smoke. Taco falls.
There's only
Now look at
2
that.
people here, and they've actually
more.
taken
Talk about Leviathan not wasting any time
lot
off
of
that
space
one.
pretty
That's Sentinels
fast.
taking up that
They didn't
space with the dog,
fully
but this
follow
flank
it,
is going
though.
to be met.
Keep
Right
an eye
up.
on this.
Yeah, very,
Keep an eye on this.
very far back post-plan positions from
Weird
Nozwa
round.
and from Mazino.
He needs to be the difference maker.
NZR
That four
still
players watching.
has
There's a wall in
nades.
his face. He has a satchel to get over it. Comes down to those timings though. And does he dare take it? 4 players now walking, waiting onto the side, looking to take the fight. King spraying them down from every single angle. It's run and gun that gets the job done. Zeken's still alive, still. Position planted into the back, naded to the back. Zeken has to try and readjust,
Okay.
but
Nice,
it's still much to do
yeah,
even
nice
for
run
him,
from them.
as well as he has been playing. That's the pistol round claim for Leviathan.
What beautiful post-plan spots from Leviathan there. They weren't
Yeah, I
contested
mean they had the
whatsoever,
double,
with
they
only
had the
2
double
players
flank.
really getting
They got
into the
lucky
site. I
that
suppose it was 3
not really
with
lucky
1
because
guy
most
to
teams
second,
won't go super
but
fast
they
in
managed
this.
to escort the plant in.
But
And then
there was a
King
world where
takes
they
screens
could have taken the
control.
space with the
Nozwa's
dog
playing
and
A
followed
mid.
it behind with
And they have
numbers.
Mazino in mid. They have flanks on flanks. And as
Okay, in terms of how
Sentinels
they're
get into the
approaching
site
this,
to try to
just
defuse, they're
heavy
completely
buy.
surrounded.
Not thinking too
Loving
much
that
about the
pistol round
bonus,
from
just making
Leviathan.
sure they secure this
That's
one, and then
1-1 on
whatever
the
they
map so far.
get left into the bonus, they'll just accept it.
King being that defining player. Able to find 2 kills in the middle of all of that, even with a slow orb at his feet. but
Just gets around the corner before they
I'll tell you
face.
what's really interesting, actually, watching Sentinels working the map on Split, they always have TenZ and Zeken playing together. And then usually Sassy and Pancada are spread on completely opposite sides of the map. You can see it again here. You know, Def tends
that
and
is.
Zekken have split up just a little bit because this
It's
is
fine.
an eco round, but
Get that one out of the way on the
heavy,
eco.
like 1-3-1
absolutely fine.
kind of setups. And I feel like
Yeah,
on the
he
defending
got
side,
like a
that's definitely
1v4.
something that King can get a
We'll let
read
him
on.
off.
Because what it means is anytime
We'll
you
definitely
see
let him off. We'll
Sage
just all
utility,
forget that
you
one
know the
for
race
his
is
sake.
there as
It's
well.
fine.
And anytime you see
Yeah,
a flash,
he's on
you
that
know
one.
that
Honestly,
there's
he has
probably
on that
gonna
one.
be Tens and Zekken playing alongside of it. A dismantling in this round from Leviathan, and they've got free access to the A site. Not that they know that for sure, but smokes go up and should be a very easy round for them. But I do think that's a very interesting thing to keep track of as we go later onto this half. It's something that the IGLs will definitely be thinking about.
Yeah, all about those telltale signs of any util being used. The push and pull of the map control, maybe if you can get something else, but it's a free plant. That was Sentinels hoping that they would wade into
Don't
gamble
do it.
stack that they had going
Honestly,
on
fast
towards
part.
B,
See, the
but
thing is, with
now
the
just
pre,
hoping to die to the
maybe
spike,
everyone
take
who
away
does
a
it
couple of the
pre
guns, 'cause
gets
Zekken
timed
does have
out.
that Sheriff.
Ooh.
And also, one of the other parts of having Tens and Zekken play together so much on Split is that you're not really going to see the wall go down early round from Tens if Zekken's playing with it. There's a lot of
You
teams
know
that
they're
get a
such
lot
idiots,
of great
man, all
value
of
out
you.
of their Sage by just walling off A main or walling off B main at the beginning of the round, and you can just rotate your other players elsewhere. But if he's going to end up being an aggressive component,
Right.
working off the flash,
We're gonna do it
it's
from
not something
now.
They're going to have access to. They're going to end up playing
Who
retakes
is
a lot.
it?
And Sentinels look
Who's-
so rough on
who's
the
stepping up?
retake.
This is going to be a difficult one. Even with Sentinels buying up to those rifles, a bit of half armor as well.
Wait, did we
trying
ban
to
it?
keep the economy
He did
strong
emo.
moving forward.
That's
This guy, I've
nice,
got my eyes
dude.
on.
Can
He's
I
run
get
away
that as
from
like
big lot
a?
of the
That's
Seekers
sick.
coming online. They've been
Can I get that as a
plants and kills into him. So
let me time you out.
quite an
Can I
impactful
get that as
ultimate.
a little
love to see
bind?
them
That would
play
be
around it.
sick.
Leviathan looking like they want to take B main control very early on. And something to think about is, you know, you've seen that aggression come out from Sentinels early. Could they go for a flash re-clear into this area?
Okay.
Yeah.
This looks
Chat,
like it
stop
might be
distracting me. What's
explosive.
going on? It's a
Dash
bonus
enabled,
round.
Satchel through, already straight past the choke point. Ned's
Oh,
gonna be
God.
bouncing back. It's all about timing, and guess what? No one ready to return, but eventually there.
You're an absolute savior, Tens. He just saved the round.
Grabbed in the middle of all of that one.
He
Clean
just saved the round.
movement,
He didn't
but
even need to get the second kill, but he did.
A great response by Tens there. Not only does he move away from mid in order to pick up two. Whoa, what's going on there?
It's alright. Again, he earned that as well.
The wall. That's just as I was singing his praises for how well he adapted to that initial push. Very questionable decision making there at the minute mark. That's actually opened the door for Leviathan. It's now a 2v3 where Sentinels don't have great information about where they could go as soon as they cut noise.
2v3 and handed over the rifle.
They give
Shy
themselves a
still
good
one
chance
away
into
from
this,
ult.
though.
I think that ult orb on A is still up.
Yeah, they really
Or
do
they
give
could just go
themselves
for
a
the
good
plant and
chance
have
into
Shy
this.
use Seekers in post plant to fight somewhere aggressively.
Feels like there wouldn't be enough time to try and go for the orb and try and get that plant down.
Yeah, I mean,
30 seconds
also you
left.
just give away your position.
Exactly, yeah.
Walking all the way into A here, though, will put them in Sussy's crosshair.
And Sassy who needs to watch it, but look at it, he's so concerned that it could have been lurking! Dropped down to
1
health.
HP?
It's 124 damage from the Phantom there. Light armor, keeping him healthy, and look at this reposition.
I've got your
Oh, this ramp
trail.
control. There's the Seekers, finally at play. Alerting them, giving them
Oh,
knowledge.
God.
Knowing at least that there's going to be two
Wait,
of them. and
how
they are
long do
being
they-
pincered.
Wait, does it come in?
It's all about timing, where's the trade? It's not there! Timing
Oh, boy.
from
One
King.
enemy remaining.
Down to the 1v1. Pancada, he's been good for it in the past.
It's a good plan for him.
Head
Has
to
a
be
molly.
found. Does he have anything? Snakebite at his feet, 65 health. Everything counted against him.
I've got no stance for this
King,
one.
well, he's got all the time in the world. A tap of it, a jump spot. Knows he's not on it. Immaculate stuff, Pancada. All the time in the world being wasted, and it's just heartbreak.
Damn, nicely played
Consolation
from
prize
Lev.
for the
Okay,
kill at
they
the end,
get
but
the
round is gonna be
bonus.
Lev's.
You've heard some of the NRG players, some of the other pros talk about it, saying there isn't a hole in King's game. His ability to
Oh,
play
that's actually
clutches
that's not a
is
bad idea.
monstrous. He always makes the right
Magel's bagel.
decision.
I kind of like that. It's a good idea.
But I'm very confused about
just
Tens
implement it.
walking out into B heaven and also not clearing that close position at screens. I'm sure they should have heard it.
Alright, this money is already pretty high, and now they have an extra chance to get this even better. So yeah, let's see what Pancada can do with the saved gun.
This time it's Leviathan in that driving seat.
I feel like every kill here kind of matters for Sentinels because...
Sen losing every single player in that round. They're knocked down to the weaker weaponry.
Yeah, just want to plan for the future here in terms of making sure this economy doesn't get out of control. Oh
What a
boy.
kill to be found. That's Sassy just slight jiggle there, looking to see if he can take somebody's head off, but not likely. And look at that, the patience being played. Anti-flash position by Taco. Almost getting a second one, but no, just backing, and they're just waiting it out. Not too eager to play off just one kill.
Yeah,
two,
look at
making
this. This
sure
is
that
nice to get the
guys with
fast
about a
kill.
minute
Just
left in the
everyone
round.
holds for a push,
We can
knowing
slow
that
it
most
down.
likely Sentinels kind of have to
They
play
want to give enough time
play
here
next
for
into
Sentinels
this.
to, you know, maybe Sentinels react with a stack on A after
Damn,
down. So they
just
wanna give
hugging
enough
the
time,
wall as
enough
well when they're
silence
running,
for
just in
Sentinels to
case
spread
anyone's
back
pushed
out
down mid.
again before they
Increase
go
the
for an
chances
A
that they can't hear them.
Now we can see that actually Pancada and Tens, they never even thought about rotating to A, but that's what's going through Leviathan's head here, trying to make sure that they don't get ecoed.
And it's an ever so slight crossfire setup. You can see Zekken on the high ground. The Death as well as his counterpart.
Ooh.
Nade though, push through, dash through into the smoke.
Wait.
Zekken's hunting for him, trying to find it.
That's
Oh
unlucky.
my
He
goodness.
gets ult with this
Cleaned
kill
up,
though.
Zekken's still alive, showstopper. Down to
what?
the ground, doesn't claim a kill. In fact,
Wait,
damage
what-
not
he
even
didn't- hardly
being
did
done
any
here
damage.
with the stinger.
Oh my God, he's a monster.
Making the most of it. Another nade. Online presence of mind in the
Given on the
moment.
time.
Still, he will fall.
10 seconds left.
That's freed him up to try and get that plant down into the post plant.
Pancada's coming with a Phantom though. A 2v3 on the opposite side
Man,
this
he got a
time.
little bit
needs to
unlucky
be
that his
found,
ult
though.
didn't go far
Gotta
enough.
get an opening somehow,
Like this, right?
somewhere. Both grouped up. How does this really get found? It's all about timings and
Okay, I said damage was important. I mean, they got 2 guns out of them.
impossible task.
This is an
As
armor
it was,
rebuy.
that crossfire setup led
Pretty
back
sure
to
they've
the
been
high
buying
ground.
heavy armor. I haven't
The
fully
post-plant
looked, so
positioning from
yeah, we actually see an
Leviathan
upgrade
in
for
these
both of the
A
armors, so they'll
hits
take that.
has been sublime.
They need to
it's
start
so
getting
good.
some
We saw it
rounds
on the
though.
pistol round, and there's another demonstration of it with Mazzino just taking heaven instantly.
Full buy-in. We got 2-9 loss bonus. So this is the good thing about the light shields is that even if they lose this, they can buy next. This maybe
King
might
not forced to
be
use
maybe
his
not
ult, the
this,
Viper's
but we'll
Pit,
see.
in the previous round. So now he's got it for this, an incredibly important.
Yeah, I think this is a good
economic
time for a
swing at the
timeout.
moment.
This is their last timeout though.
We're seeing Sentinels take their second timeout now because momentum is out of their hands. They've
Damn,
lost their
Desp, you're
grip a
going
little
in
bit
for
on
it.
this map, and you got to think as well the way this series plays out.
The thing is,
Alice was
Desp,
talking
they'll
about it
always
with
find
the-
a way.
The map will trending this way, that
this is
way.
one
We've
of
got
those
Sentinels
battles
as
that I
a
don't
second
think
map,
we can
Pearl as
win.
a decider, 2 maps that the Leviathan are quite comfortable on.
Very comfortable. Yeah, I mean, that's the issue. Sean was talking about the fact that 3 maps in the pool look a little weak for Leviathan. Or, I suppose for Split, you could say they just haven't demonstrated any success because they haven't played it since July. But
Yeah,
at the same
it's
time,
2
one
each
of those
per
gets
map,
first round
Beanie.
banned, one of those
And
gets
then you
second
one in
round banned.
overtime.
Sentinels can
One
only
each.
slip 1 into the pool. So if you're rooting for Sentinels here, they must win.
What is the
map
favorite
1,
buy after you
and
win
then
pistol?
hope that they can
Depends on
squeak
if
something
you're
out on
attack.
Ascent or Pearl. They've got 2
Depends on if
chances
you're
at
attack or
it if
defense
they're
and
able
if
to win on
the
Split.
team plants
They have to
or
win here.
doesn't plant.
And the pressure being applied. This is Leviathan.
Basically,
also
I'm on
taking their
board with
time
what
out around this
I
time.
think
It's funny, you
Fnatic do
talk to
best
some
is
of
the
coaches about
the
scenarios like this, when you
TLDR.
get the back-to-back timeouts
If you
being
look at
taken,
their
you're like, oh
protocols
God, why did I call it?
for what happens in the
Could've
round,
just
I
used
believe
theirs,
that
you know,
that's the
could've
best way
just
to
used
approach
theirs,
it.
but-
For anybody in the audience who doesn't know, both coaches are allowed to talk during timeouts, even if the other team called it, and they have to call their timeout during the previous round.
Right, so you
both
can't
of-
really plan around it.
But that, I think, showcases how important this next round coming up is. There's only a single ult to really work with, which is King's Viper's Pit. I suppose Def is 1 away from his Seekers. Maybe that's something they can play for.
Oh, they
But at the
they
sa-
both
at the
call
same
the
time,
timeout at the same
it's an
time.
economic swing round. If
Got the
Sentinels
2-minute
lose,
timeout.
they're going to be on a bit of a rough buy for the next time. It gets Leviathan up to 10. It's not a great situation. Both teams are desperate for some level of success. And neither team able to pull off a single retake so far. We've just been seeing attacking success or, defending aggression.
yeah,
All right,
retakes have been missing ever so slightly.
where are we in terms of
Here we
ults? We've
go,
got
back
Viper
into
ult up.
the action, and you can see the importance of the round.
Knives are
that we were
kinda
just talking
close.
about.
That's kind of it. Def
I think
Def
at
is
some
1
point
away.
here, Leviathan could just go for a big B burst. And considering where you've seen, I mean, maybe even a big A burst, to be honest, because most of the time Zekken and Tens have been playing B Heaven. But forcing Sentinels to play a retake, that could definitely be a win condition.
Yeah. What's left? They did try
Early flash over towards A as well. I'm pretty sure it hit, so they're going to at least hold 3 people here for that.
This is one of the first rounds where you don't see TenZ and Zekken holding hands.
And they take middle very early.
TenZ uses wall early in the round, you know, to lock off one of these areas of the map and make it easier for his team to defend. He's trying to use them in response to what Leviathan are doing. I mean,
tricks to get high elo. One trick. Man, just to play controller, I swear it's.
Player spotted.
so many people don't know how to play controller.
Just thinking, somebody could be pushing that position. But
Controller, Sova.
Bit of a pump fake there, Leviathan.
But
maybe
right
Sky.
Here, putting a wall down once you've not heard anything would be fantastic, because
any
then it
agent
allows
that
you to
isn't
rotate away, try to stack over onto
any agent
another
that isn't
site.
duelist, I think,
And
if
here
you
it
want to
goes.
kind of carry in
TenZ is
your,
gonna pop that one down.
unless
As
you're
the
like an
rest of
insane aimer,
Sentinels
then I
look
guess
to
Reyna,
focus towards
because
A.
anything works.
Zekken still with full raise utility to stop this.
Yeah, this
Man
is.
of the hour. Common position that he's been playing in smoke. In his face, backs away to nade as well. Look at all
Damn,
that
okay, they didn't
damage
die
being
from any of
done.
this. 10
That was so
HP.
damn low. No kills to be found though. Still staying alive, but making sure that they reclear that A heaven position.
Interesting.
Still, now does
The
put it
Viper
down, the
ult,
heal.
I was gonna see if they were gonna move a little bit closer for the Viper ult. The problem with this is it gives Sentinels a lot of space to get out here, and if they get into this area and we start spamming, like I'm a little bit worried for Lev in this one. I personally don't like this Viper ult,
And it needs to be time
because
injected
stuff like
into
this
one.
can happen.
Bit of spam, seeing if they can find a kill onto the Viper would be beautiful for them. TenZ, it's cleaned up. Shorty right into
Holy
it,
hell.
leading into it. But it just being matched pound for pound with the gunfire. Desperation from
Player
Dev.
standing.
Hunting, searching at
Honestly,
every
I
single
think
angle,
they
but it's
get
all
away.
Leviathan. Another round
They get away
claim
with
for them,
one,
and it was an
in my
important
opinion.
one.
And it just comes down to that ult. Being able to get the Viper's pit down.
Yeah, I guess
makes
we're
that
both wrong.
retake
MC.
almost impossible, and it's not like Sentinels were ripping
both
off
wrong here.
before that anyway.
But yeah, honestly, in terms of these
And you
situations,
also
like
see how difficult it is
they
for Zekken
should
to
really
actually
get
land
spammed
his
down.
utility before
Not many
the double
places to
duelist has
hide.
already
Be
burst out
pinging
onto
all
the
the
site.
corners.
That's why people love playing Jet and Raze on this map. The Jet and the Raze can both be through the choke point before the defenders have a chance to react.
Heading to the above.
What is going to be the answer?
Tokyo, thank you so much as well.
Allowing
Or
Sentinels
Tokyo,
a bit of a
even.
high round.
Sorry that I had to time you out, but
for
I saw the question marks. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for the 2 months.
Do you really want to be proactive though? That's the question.
Okay, Sentinels, like we
On
said,
the defense side,
light
you don't
armor,
be
so they
opening
can
yourself
buy
up
into
to
this one,
getting
but
picked off.
that is 3 people that can't buy next with the 2-9 loss bonus.
We saw Sentinels at the beginning of this
So
half.
this
really
feels
trying
like
to,
it's do or die in
push
this one.
various areas. At the beginning of the round, at the mid round, and now they've just settled back into a much more passive.
I was
holding
D7,
pattern.
or I wased 7.
They're not
I'm not
really
sure
able to
which,
hold
but
on.
welcome in. Thank you for using your prime.
Maybe it's time
Welcome into the
for a
Sock
bit
Club,
of
dude.
that mid-round aggression.
Oh, that's a dink.
Another 140 tap on the shot.
Oh, yeah, that's also a dink.
King responds.
That's the light armor diff right there.
Trailblazer watching, but look at that, already the players in position. The common angle spammed. Has to be respected. Nade at the back, it's all up to Zekken. Rebounded, dropped down. But the nade's bad, it actually fell back onto him. Has to try and anchor this position, but it looks like it has sort of a little bit of
They have
chaos.
a good
Position
read into
with
this
the
at the moment,
spikes rotating
Sentinels. Is a
around,
nice
and
call.
It is a good read. Sen already shoring up the defenses of the B site.
And they
Good
held this
read from
down
Death.
so that we can get in good positions. Does TenZ have a
Expecting
slow?
this
Yes, he
one to
does.
be
How
happening,
the
but
hell is he
kills
got
happening
that
all
kill?
over the
Okay,
bloody
TenZ has to go
place.
huge.
Slow up missing. Comes down into hell.
Wow.
TenZ not watching the angle.
That's crazy.
22
How did
seconds
Mizzino
remain,
get
but
this
it's
first kill as well?
Just out of Zekken. Last one left, and he's all the way
Was
on the
it,
A
did the
side.
smoke
No
go
intention
down
of
or
taking this
something?
fight.
No, it couldn't have it. They still have so
Once
much
more,
time.
Sentinels actually have a great idea of what's happening.
Do you reckon he went to
just
spam
like the
back
previous
site and
round.
just got lucky?
Round 17, we saw them stack 3 players over on A, and they still couldn't stop the site hit from coming through and the Viper's pit from coming down.
Pokies rule, thank you so much as well, man.
Death has got the
15
read, he
months.
knows that
Appreciate you,
it's
dude.
coming
Thank
through to
you.
B, and they still can't stop it.
Well,
King is like a wrecking
Yeah,
ball. Just
honestly, I think that
destroying them.
was any chance they had at a
Feels like
comeback.
there's a
I'm pretty
couple of
sure
missteps in terms of the
that
timing.
felt like it was the decider there.
Sentinels this entire
They
time
do have
talked
2-9
about
if
it.
they wanted to
try
go
to
for
find their
something
identity
crazy,
with the
but
roles,
most likely we're going to see a
they wanna
low
move
buy and
forwards with
then
in the Americas. How do they
try
wanna
and
be,
win out from
fielding this roster? The
12-7.
potential's there. You know, Sean was talking about it as we were heading into this. They've got the pieces to be.
King did
top
great as
tier
well.
team
Right,
in
King
these
definitely
instances,
deserves a
but
shout out in this
so
one.
far,
The
back
only
and
thing
forth,
that I kind of
swapping,
didn't
chopping
understand
and
was
changing, making sure
how
that
this first kill came in.
Trying to find the right solution, I suppose, on a lot of
But
these
yeah, I
maps.
guess he was trying to spam backside.
It leads to a bit of uncomfortability, I think,
maybe
at
so.
times.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
The slow up just missing.
yeah. The nade missed earlier, the slow up
Yep.
missed there. Def decides to swing on his own rather than being paired with somebody that he could set up with any utility. I agree. I think it's looking fairly solo. And also, that is an unusual sight seeing Sassy down at 3 and 12. I mean, talk about a player that's been put in uncomfortable positions. His role has just been changed all the time on this team.
Blinded.
And he's often been playing alone on this
Okay,
map.
they get hit. This is nice round. They get hit by the Sky Flash and they
Something's gotta
insta-rotate.
change.
As soon as he gets hit, they know that this pressure's been done here. They
Sentinels feeling
instant-rotate.
pressure
So now we
enough
have
to
4.
invest into this
They're
one.
going to group
Bulldogs
up
on
early
some
and
of the
just hit
players.
B. Yeah, this is nice
Yeah, this is
instant
a proper
decision
force
making. I like
mark.
this.
3 Bulldogs, 2 Phantoms.
Just using Sentinel's
Trying to
default
make this
against
one
them in
happen.
terms of the Sky
Sentinels
Flash at the
last
beginning.
stand.
Good
They
news
don't
for
wanna play for
Sentinels though
rotate.
is they stack 3 people here. I didn't actually
rotate
look
over
at their
to try
buy.
and
Okay,
help
they
out
went for this.
B-Heaven.
And it's just
This is
Bulldog
going to be a
Mania.
lot of pressure into Pancada here. He's got to read it. It's going to be a showstopper push.
I mean, they
He
have
just backs away. It's a pull being used.
it's an
Lovely shot by
insanely
Tens.
important kill.
Still taking a fight.
Got a
Up
wall
close,
as well
then.
if you want to, but it's
Wall
never
was
gonna
out
feel
in his hands
super
for a
confident.
moment. Flash play with the repeat. Maybe a bit better gun. Could have made something happen, but it's the ADS that does the work. Damage is done. 2 players left standing. Wall to block it off.
Oh my God.
Tens against the corner. Patience. You gotta be kidding me. And none the wiser. Still a fight being taken. It's a slight advantage. Sassy up close and personal.
Uh-oh.
Anything to deal with
30
King.
seconds left.
Moves forward,
Holy hell, that was a
concentration's
nice
good.
try though.
Dealt with.
I
So
saw it. I
Sentinels.
saw the world.
Momentum stopped. Must win round.
Right,
goes
not
without
bad at all.
saying.
Leon, thank you so much as well,
Getting
man.
that
Appreciate
success
it.
once more
6
by
months.
flooding into the
Thank
side
you,
there
dude.
And playing off each other. Still some moments where it looked a little shaky.
Getting
but just
keeper?
generally
Damn.
being able to double hold angles for each
That's
other, swing
actually
off
true.
each other. And I like the way that Tens is always responding to Pancada being pressured. We saw that as well in round 15. If Pancada
Wow,
sees
I mean,
somebody
maybe-
coming
maybe
behind,
after that one.
you bet that Tens is holding that angle.
Tens
for him.
did great. That first kill on the Raze was
wonky
everything.
buy
We
all
get the
over the
Judge
place
out,
here,
still
though.
has res.
A Judge
Sa-
in the hands of
oh,
Tens.
Sa-
Fast into the face of Tens. He can't get anything done. Judge is good in those
Damn,
instances.
yeah,
but
Judge
look
is
at
gone.
that
That's the site
tango.
open.
Answers
Insta
back,
ult. This is a
Blazestorm.
nice
The
change of
trading
pace from
is
Lev.
immaculate.
And what a change of tempo.
Yep.
Yep.
After running slow round after slow round, Leviathan just shunt it in.
Completely unexpected. Completely unexpected.
They kind of had the
yet
Judge in
still,
the right place
they're
though.
not giving up.
But it looked like the
Heaven
stun
position
was
held for.
everything.
There's a late lurk. Mazzino trying to take up that position once more into B Heaven. The spike's still not being planted though. Sight isn't entirely there. It's Sentinels entirely grouped up. Look at them.
I mean,
NCT
Mazzino's in the
Nade
place to
trying
win
deny
this. Not a good plant for him though, so
against
actually,
the, default
he has a
block there.
star
Doesn't actually
though,
find
right?
anything.
And Mazzino's in
I don't
another
think so.
amazing post-plant spot.
Flash! Coverage!
Oh.
It's all there in time, but the players alone need to be fighting
Oh.
this one. Okay.
okay.
It's done.
Yeah,
And
had to
that's
kind
the
of play it
first
out early.
retake of the
I
map.
think.
The very first time
think Shy
anyone
had a
has
chance, to be
defused
honest
a
with you.
spike in this map.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That
he's
is
gonna feel like he should have done
absolutely
better.
insane.
No one beats my firepower.
And it's a couple of rounds giving a lifeline to Sentinels. Their first 2 that they've won on the defense side after a very successful 7-5 half.
So maybe they can still do this.
It is possible.
There's got to be one round at a time. So far, so good.
The ults are going to start to cycle here just a little. Sassy, with that ult online, looks like he might be trying to rip it early in A main, but that's where everybody from Leviathan is positioned.
Yeah, that's 4 players grouped up. Near enough. Deep flash.
Perhaps not.
Yeah. Just waiting with a triple stack. You can see Sentinels are matching them
Damn, they get 2
almost pound for
close.
pound in terms of the amount of players that they've got grouped up here.
Yeah, it's a straight 3v3 over in this area. I
waiting.
thought Sassy was going to ult off the flash finding somebody, but
Oh, this could be good.
He's
Okay,
clearly
they
saving
did
it
great.
for something.
Did great just showing the Viper as well, the person that's been defaulting here the whole
Laser
time.
block are broken. Look at all
And they
these
know he's here
smokes.
at the
So
beginning because they
difficult
do
to
the
get through.
Viper smoke lineup.
Oh, and a
Massive.
drop
And then do they
down.
try
Hits
swing
the
trade it
second
and there's people here? It's a really good setup.
Showstopper
That
with the
really
free
nicely done
fire
from
kill,
Sentinels.
playing no -8 in sight.
Spike down.
really well done there. And Tens has walled B Heaven as a reaction to all of that happening in A main. So that really stops any kind of pivot that Noswa could have gone for. A 2v4. Leviathan have won some
Sentinels
disadvantaged
don't know about
situations,
the
but
spike, so...
I think
wait,
Sentinels should have given themselves enough of a buffer.
I'm pretty sure they don't know about the spike.
I mean, Sentinels are showing.
Because when he
a
killed him
lot
with
of
the ult, he
respect
definitely
here. They've
wasn't.
given
He
up map
went
control.
away.
Playing back
So,
screens, back
and then
elbow,
honestly, with
giving
how they're
all
playing,
the
it looks like they
B-side.
don't.
They didn't want to try and fight to hold on to the position, even though the spike
30
was dropped
seconds
down.
Damn, okay, they're going to save.
I
Ooh,
think
this
really
is...
safe. I like it.
Very safe.
But also, these are the kind of rounds where Leviathan just like
Okay,
to
so it's
save.
3 in a row.
It helps bolster their economy.
We have
If Mazzino
3,000
died,
on
he'd
top
be
of
in a bit
this.
of a rough spot. You know, Taco's
It's a perfect
not
round.
got very many credits to his name.
Perfect
either.
round for them to win.
So we're going to see. A
They
really
only have
close
to
map
rebuy
here to
armor.
start out.
Yeah.
And maybe
10 seconds left.
maybe that's not exactly a great thing for Sentinels fans, considering we're going into Leviathan's
And they get
favored
all into
Ascent
next round.
and Pearl after this. Maybe Sentinels would be hoping for a little bit more of a decisive victory map
They
one,
got 4
but I think they'll
ults.
take whatever they're given.
10,
A
Sassy,
close
Def, and
map, one that they
Pancada.
have chances to win
I don't know
is
what Lev
certainly
has.
a
I can't
positive sign
remember.
for this team.
So
King
not
has
out of
his.
it yet.
Everyone else is really far
Plenty
away.
of
This
ults as well
actually...
to start
This is very much
rotating,
on.
putting into the mix. Starting to build it up. But look at this. I love this. Lowering the orb as well. You
This
pick your
res
own
here
timings
now?
that you wanna
No,
fight
because
off
it's so
there.
late in the game and they have so much money.
Everyone
Just
getting
because of
cleaned
4
up.
of them surviving. Oh wait, you were... Okay, yeah. Yeah. No, it's not.
Money still relatively
Alex,
honest
thank you
here
so
for
much, mate.
Leviathan,
Appreciate it.
and they
Alex,
are
2
grouped
months
up
in the
for
Slow
a
Club.
heavy A
Thank you,
pop.
dude.
Look at this. Looks like it's going to be a fast play.
And certainly
we go
will be now
fast
that they
over
don't
towards
see
A
it like
heaven.
the spit in their face. I mean, now it's the perfect time to try and transition. You know that Sassy's B main or mid, and you also know that someone should have been with him to help him
Nice
get that
ping
up.
in the smoke.
Ken's just
We
trying to
ping
spam through
the...
smoke.
Pings his left side, so
Looking
he
for
knows to
something
spam
there,
that
but
wall.
Bit risky. Side's going to be given.
Most
Not
common
getting a
wall
lot of
that
info.
people hug when running
And
in.
the pit's down.
And this one from King gonna have way more impact than Sassy's
Oh
in mid.
boy, okay.
Have to try and play off
Astra
this
ult
now,
comes
though.
in and we have
Seekers,
this
they all
luck
group
that
up
is getting
into
checked
elbow,
out.
they
The
all get
timing on
beaten
that's
down,
crazy.
and
Sassy
fight
wins it
taken.
out. 45
With Nozzle
HP.
falling,
Yeah,
gonna be
someone has to step up for
the
Lev.
threatening nature there of that flank
They do
potentially
that
being
same
there
ult
still.
again?
Do
I
they
swear to
expect
God if this works again.
Taco Leo, oh my goodness. Up close and personal, just trying to stay alive at the flower pots. He gets the 1 kill. Sen, time is running low. Out in the open, surely doesn't get it if he goes. Jumping round. But the Viper's
Time
quick,
is
it's in
kind of
their
low. We got a
face.
Viper molly? No.
This can be difficult. Shy. Assails from every
boy.
avenue. Every
Might
angle
work.
kill found is starting to tick down and down. Snake bites at his
Holy
feet. But
hell.
It's desperation. It's running time.
Damn, okay. Me and MC don't know what we're talking about because that wins
Everyone
twice
falls, but
in
it
a
is
row.
that
Well, not
12th
twice in a
round
row, but
match
twice.
point for Leviathan.
Twice with them trying it.
Leviathan finding a
Time was low on
2v4
this one,
win
so
there.
not as much time to
Another round
spam. They
secured
had to go into it.
just by King's ultimate, providing an impossible burden for Sentinels to get through.
Yeah, the retakes have already been rough. When that Viper's pick goes down, you need more than coordination. You need a bit of luck. Just to try and at least battle your way through. There were so many layers of util to get through, and this is a dangerous scenario. The money's good for Sen.
Okay,
but
2 chances.
they don't
2
have much room
chances to
breathe.
finish this one.
It's
Money's
gotta be
good.
2 rounds of
Wow,
perfection
they
from
used
the
a
defense
lot
to
of ults
take
into
this
that
to
round
OT.
to not win.
It was overtime against 100 Thieves
There's
as well.
3 ults in that
Although they
round to
ended
not
up
win.
losing
That's
that.
devastating. That's crazy.
Caution here.
But if Sentinels can't win here, it does not look good for the series.
Patience. Trying to wait out a lot of this utility. Bit of a rotation there. You can see the smoke in their face, but
Caution here.
And Tens has pretty much been playing
Damn,
B-main
NC's got the caps out.
every
That's when you
round
know he's
apart from
angry.
The first 2 or 3.
Scout destroyed.
shot broken. Where's the util? Slow orb. Okay. Backs it away for now.
It's not wrong though.
The timer for the wall. It's going to be used straight
Okay.
across. You know, breaking.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. He was alone.
That's actually pulled Sassy as well. Sassy wondering where
They
to
have
go
a nice
here,
setup
trying
here
to
though
lead.
for Sentinels.
Perhaps
Good
they're
catch.
Smoke
just
might
telling him to
cause them
come
a bit of
back
a
into
nightmare.
heaven.
This could get really dangerous. But it is being watched for. I think they were aware that the mid lurk could be happening, but now we see it pop through. No time.
Oh, that's
Seekers nade through, but the Leviathan players
That's
are
a
already
nightmare.
through. Damage done. There's a snake bite. At the
That's
feet
actually
there.
that's
dropped
the
the
spike
spike
still.
too.
Yeah,
He
it's still a
reclaimed this
little
one.
bit
15
weird.
seconds left.
Keep
It's
an
all
eye
about this.
nicely down from
Finding
Bancada. He was
cross
expecting
map them.
that.
Mazzino falls.
That's massive. It means there's going to be no pull on the spike.
30 seconds left.
Okay, a
Theory,
lot of this
retake
is down
should
to
be a lot
Taco
easier,
with him
5v3.
taking this
it's
map
only
control.
Taco that could be a danger. He's
Yeah,
over by
damn.
screens. Shy
Downside
got value
check.
from this position before. It wasn't cleared well by Sentinels.
Got to make sure the fundamentals are clean here now from Sen as they're Trying to get into this retake. They have that player advantage.
Surely they clear this.
Sure, okay, Shorty round the corner.
Okay, okay, I see you. That
Now
was
to
sick.
try and taking good fights here. 2 players left. Standing King. Can't give him too much. Instant.
What a mad round from Pancada here. Expected this late luck all the way from B Heaven. First of all, just fully just doing his role as the anchor, making sure that nothing crazy could happen into it. The shorty as well for close.
Actually trying to play full A retake.
And then yeah, nice one-on-one on site.
For the lurk players, the players that are pushed forward, they've got a good read on how Leviathan are playing on A right now. 3 players stacked for ramp control and heaven control so that no one can get back up there to play some kind of heaven. And then also Mazzino getting caught all the way over at B.
Yeah, one more chance for this. Wait, I thought both teams had used all their timeouts.
Wrangled back, and you can feel the pressure being applied because the timeout taken for Leviathan. They do not want this to go to OT. They've got to try and close this one out, but it's a hard
They've only
task.
used
I mean,
one.
we can see the economy here at the casting desk. It's not looking good for Leviathan if they want to try and close this one out 13-11, but sometimes it's these rounds you need to worry about the most if you are Sentinels.
And both of the coaches trying to get as much input as they possibly can in this final timeout before overtime potentially hits.
Damn, okay. Harry C, thank you so much, Harry C. Appreciate it.
Crazy streak of rounds for Leviathan.
2 months, mate. Appreciate that, Harry.
6 in a row. And since then, it's all been Sentinels. The adjustment has really worked.
Honor is a
2
good
out of 4
coach.
of the
Oh,
rounds being
no
the first
doubt.
retakes that we've seen as well.
No doubt in that one.
But like you said, Brent, sometimes it's these rounds where the magic happens.
About there.
But 2 Stingers, a Sheriff, a Spectre. It doesn't look good.
The money is not good. It's going to take
Yeah, look at this.
Here's a bit of an adjustment,
Okay,
actually.
I mean they need a.
Sassy
They do
moving
need some
his
kind of
way into
miracle
B-Heaven, and
idea
Bale has
around.
been playing on the A side almost
Person
all
his
the
get
time.
hit by the
Now
Sky
Def is
Flash
the only
still.
one there. You can see
Got
Def
loads of
isn't
people
really
over
going to
towards
get
B.
pressured. The
Sky
Spike
Flash
attack really
goes
are
in.
trending towards B main.
Gets. Wait,
Walking forwards.
he hit from it. Interesting.
The 3-1-1 default, but now you're starting to see it. Pace. Nade against the back.
Going for
tackle
a
up
real
close
late
up
luck.
top, but he's dealt with
And nice
rifles.
shutdown. Don't think the luck's going to make any difference. We'll see.
Sentinels beaming them down before they can even get close.
2 Brazilian players able to play together, setting up a crossfire and destroying the duelists from LATAM.
Yeah,
Lord of
that's the impetus
space.
your comp
Sentinels
there, if you're
over-rotated a little
Leviathan.
bit.
Players that are really trying to take the space fast.
The only
Also,
issue
the
now
Spike
is the
works
Spike
so
isn't
far
here
away,
and he's about
even
to
though Shy and King have
reach a
taken some
wall.
reactive control of
Does
A
Def have
Heaven.
his dog?
The
Okay,
Spike
Def
has
just
got
got
a
one
long
flash
way
up, so
around.
that's gonna
Flash re-clear.
give them a good amount of info like this.
From Sen, they now know that A Heaven is compromised.
But you can see the way the Sentinels are playing here is
Yeah,
just
this
for a
could be
full 5v3
this could be
retake.
risky.
Yeah.
I like
They're
that they're
happy
really
for the
staying with the
Spike to go
4. A
down.
lot of these guns won't be able to kill all
And
of them.
the
So
only problem here is that King is actually in quite a nice backstab spot. Sentinels so far.
and he's planning for Heaven, and he's gonna have double molly.
These post-plant
I am
positions
worried. I
has
am a
been
little bit
good.
worried for this one.
But do they
King is the
find
person that
King?
can win it all. I'm less
Don't wanna
worried
give
now that
anything
ult's
away.
gone in. It's
Cosmic
nice.
Divide splits it up. Def.
And
There's the timing.
they get a
Kill.
crazy good timing.
It's not claimed. Mazzino as
him,
well
man.
in the middle of all of that. Tens was found, and there was no trade in sight. Flash round the side. It's getting dangerous. It's getting
Oh.
more than dangerous. Bring around the Rosies, but elbow. It's watched for.
Oh my-
King last one standing, sticking.
Okay, you can't kill the diffuser.
It's sent
Damn, go
right
overtime.
to the distance.
It's been a cool game to watch. I've enjoyed this.
Overtime map 1, Leviathan versus Sentinels.
Overtime.
This is what we want to see. And what a way to do it. What an adjustment to make. I definitely thought that Leviathan were about to pull something off there. I mean,
I like it.
when Def has a guaranteed kill in Heaven, and then it all just squeaks away from them, looked disastrous, but Sentinels are able to battle back. Cheeky little Vamos there. I think I just spotted a cheeky little Vamos from Psycho.
Yeah, why not?
I missed your sub, Nick.
Now,
2 Brazilians on the team, Josh.
okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. Nick, mate, thank you so much, mate. Nick is Garbo with the Prime. 4 months. Thank you so much for that, man. Thank you for calling me out as well. Sometimes
Map number 1 here,
I miss it.
Leviathan versus Sen.
Oh
First blood
boy,
will be
that's
claimed.
not how they want to
That's
start
Shy.
overtime. Taco
Second
has an off
falling.
as well, so keep that in mind. He goes over
So
towards
good
middle,
throughout this
full
map.
control
It's
of
an
middle.
unusual
Sentinels
one.
decide to go fast
Usual
towards heaven,
mistake from him.
insta-spam down.
They've actually posted Taco with an operator, glass cannon all the way down mid. It lets them stack 3 on A.
Oh, they can...
This is just fast. Straight away, Sentinel.
Does he go
wasting
through
any
the smoke
time
at heaven?
through. There's flashes are immaculate.
Wow,
And how
that
do you
hit a
salvage
really
it?
important duel. Can Shy get any more?
And Pancada, how do they do it? Lining all the way up. Pancada though, oh my goodness.
27 HP,
In a
man.
1v2.
Shy did
Spike picked
everything.
up.
No health.
And this is so damn hard.
He has a lot of time to work with. I think the best play here is to try and find a pick before you get the spike down.
But he doesn't know what angles are watched for. There's 45 seconds in the round to make the most of it.
And look at the positioning of Leviathan. They're holding very safe angles. And at the tap noise,
Astro, if he
Pancada
wants
now gives
to.
away his positioning.
Plant's going down. Cosmic Divide was available. He did enough with the plant there. Drop down though. Does he notice? Smoke splits up the site. It's all about the timing. And look at that. Cutting across with the dash. And a bit of run and
Nicely
gun.
handled from Lev.
Stray bullet
What a
finding the
hero
cranium. Leviathan
Shy was here.
one
Oh
step
my.
away from winning the map.
Very solid defensive round, and also the first retake for Leviathan in the map. They weren't able to get any done in their attacking half, in their defensive half, sorry. And deep in the gut of the Sentinels players, they're going to be thinking back to that game against 100 Thieves, where this is where they let it slip again. Overtime, on split,
Tens gets the op out.
and it got pushed to a third. But
Sage
this
up
map,
in overtime.
split is way more important.
I mean, they
Has to
might
be a
not
must
expect it.
win for Sentinels.
Tens picking up a glass cannon operator. As Taco did, Tens did not do this whatsoever. He was always
Yeah.
in B heaven.
Isn't this unusual?
Only got one slow to
No
work with.
aggressive angle being taken by him. Of course, he doesn't have an escape mechanism when he's playing the Sage, but he doesn't have any utility because of it. Only one slow orb.
Even though it's probably not the percentage play, even though the wall is so good on split, I actually like it. I think it's very unexpected.
Very unusual, but the question is, can he even get value?
Vision has been here the
All of the
whole
time they are
time.
going in the opposite
So-
direction. That spike being escorted
They won't think that they have gone
VIP
through over
treatment.
towards middle. They know that this isn't a question
right
mark.
through sewers.
And with that information,
Zek and
Astra goes
Death.
over towards A.
Two players.
Might be able to get three
really
people
holding
here.
it down
Zekken
this
still has
angle,
nade.
but all comes down
good
to this,
amount of
what value
info.
can they get?
I'd love to see another def ace here. Is that asking for too much?
Take us all the way.
Zekken has Boombot as well if he wants to try get some more info.
About 40 seconds left, and it is getting
Def has no flashes left.
tense. Crossfire setup. Flash to the side there. No pressure being applied, but Heaven's going to be gained. Angles, watch! Taco wins
Goes
the
down
fight.
by using a nade as
Dashing
well.
across onto the side, unusual positioning.
Oh
and it's
my,
right
what a
on, doesn't find
hero
it.
round from
Nos was
Taco.
there. Satcheled into the back and he cleans it up. And
Man,
it's
Tens
just
is going to have
two against the
to
world.
retake with an op.
Spike down, the
So at
post
least,
plans have been so good, and it's
At least an op had spawned. I mean, a rifle had spawned for him.
so damn difficult.
Yeah, this looks almost impossible here.
I mean, yeah,
Tens is
it
worried
should
to
be
even
almost
able to
impossible.
pick up a Phantom because people have been playing aggressive in screens the whole time.
And it's all about how you can find a kill, but back not being watched.
Well.
Sassy's removed. Tens, an operator and a dream. So much to do. First one found, but not the second.
He did
That's
not think that they would even
Leviathan
try and give him a chance into this one. This was a cool game, though. This was a cool game.
What a great
Saw a lot of
finish
good
out.
stuff.
Looking very clean in overtime there for Leviathan. I think both teams came into this with something to prove, obviously.
I think both teams showed a
Sentinels
lot of good
have had their
stuff,
shakes,
honestly.
Heavy criticism from the fans, and they wanted to try and dig deep into that weakness potentially in a map pool for Leviathan, and they just have not been able to come out with the victory when they needed it the most. Leviathan hoping to showcase that it wasn't a weakness. And they do come out with the victory in the end, but they were pushed. Absolutely, they were pushed.
Yeah.